position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Ducks will put toe to leather and will get started. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They give it to him again. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Boyd. Snagged out of the air. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
is complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on second down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown Ducks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Boyd. Caught in the backfield, it's Stark. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Sends it back in motion. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to...
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Here's the handoff. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Dropping back, it's Boyd. Steps away. Gonna try to get it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get. And I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Boyd. Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Rides the back on the option to give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking downfield, it's Boyd. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got him downfield. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find the soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Let's go! Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snags it quickly on the left. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Quick! Here we go!
They'll go right back to the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll run play action. Look out, he's got room. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
Trying to do it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Makes the grab on the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Complete downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. On the move. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Let's go! Ready, set!
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to throw on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. The 30. Inside the 10. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Motion from the wideout. Off the RPO, complete. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it for a big play. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the 3rd 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
But and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Throws to the back. Zings it complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense, because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
Hauls it in, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Inside the 40. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Chen. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Under fire. He's going to take off. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll go with a direct snap. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Finds his big tight end. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin. playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you drop back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Alabama, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Sends it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Off the play fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throwing right. Makes a connection. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Back to pass. He's got him. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Got his man. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. You could break this down a lot of ways, but on that play, the quarterback just believed his guy was better than the defense.
And he was really right. And anytime you get...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. It's complete to the left. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Quarterback may change this route. They just keep firing. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The option look. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Brings it in down the left side. Hits the crease. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage.
He's going for it all. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop from this defense to turn it over on down.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
So now it's second and long. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Unloads it downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense.
Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your...
Trying to burn this defensive back. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
After this, it'll be a wrap. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. They get a big win here and start the season.